I recently bought her book, Learn Hindi. This book is so perfect, especially if you're taking a trip to India or you're coming to work in India, because Kriti's broken it down, not necessarily by like grammar topics or vocabulary, but by like places. So she teaches you what you need to say if you're at a train station. She teaches you how to shop, which has been very useful while I'm in India because I've done a lot of shopping. So one of the things I was most insecure about when I started taking lessons was pronouncing Hindi words, because it is so different from English. But I didn't need to worry, because in Learn Hindi, there are these charts that show you how to pronounce the vowels and the consonants. And Kriti breaks it down in a way that's really helpful and so much easier than other things you'll find online, which writes them in a different way, but this writes them in a way that's really accessible for English speakers. So that gave me a lot of confidence when I was speaking Hindi, because I was like, oh, people will understand what I'm saying because I know how to pronounce the words correctly. Of course. Let's see. I have a few more things to say. Sorry, I just remembered looking at the book. The other thing I love about this book is if you just want to learn how to speak Hindi for a trip, Kriti has it in transliterated in English, so you can just read the English words and pronounce it. But if you want to go a little further and learn the script, she also has it written in the Hindi script, so you can practice that as well. I'm not as good at that, but it's so nice to have because it helps me both learn how to say things and learn how they're written, which helps encode it in my mind. So I really love that aspect of the book too. Of course! And I think that's all I have. But it really has been so helpful. It's in my suitcase now, and I realized after I got out of the car, I was like, I left it in my suitcase. But it has been so helpful, and I looked at it before I went shopping, so I could, And it was great because when I was in the shopping place, they were measuring me. They were saying numbers, and I was like, I know that number. It did. It helped me. I mean, it didn't help me bargain. No one can teach that. I'm bad at it, but it helped me know the numbers to say for them to say no. Oh, and the last thing is, if you use Kriti's book and you learn how to speak Hindi in India, people love it, and they like that you're making the effort, and then you can learn even more Hindi when you're speaking it.